All right, good morning, everybody. Carlos and Juan here. Welcome back.
Comunicados con mi nombre.
Excuse me. All right, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome back. For those of you visiting for the first time, so thank you for being here with us. I am going to go ahead and get on with the presentation pretty quick. If you're here for the first time, please let us know by pressing number 5. That way we know who you are and how to address the presentation. If not, then bear with us. All right, Sandra is here for the first time. Welcome, Sandra. Morning, Anna. Khalid, Ariel, Santos. All right. So, so let's just get on with the information pretty quick so we can just get advantage of the market activity. Apologize for my sound and my voice, the sound of my voice as I am. Welcome, Carmen. A little bit, I got the flu, so it sounds funny. So, welcome to Trading Mission. Trading Mission is a byproduct or
Carlos, check your screen.
uh, hold on. Ya está.
No, still see the welcome.
Actually, I haven't started yet. Yeah, okay.
Perfect.
So, Trading Mission is a byproduct or a subservice of Omega Trading LLC, our parent company, and we focus exclusively on providing highly market analysis for individual money managers for the long-term perspectives of their portfolios. And Trading Mission is kind of a spin-off of it. So welcome again. We specialize in oil and index futures analysis in here. So today you're going to learn how to increase your trading winning consistency by applying our highly accurate, more winning daily market analysis, being averaging about 10% on average, not based on what we do, but based on our members for a little bit over almost 4 years now. Okay. So what's going to happen is we're probably going to provide you some help by avoiding the most common problem with traders worldwide, which is paralysis analysis based on the fact that many traders, including ourselves at the beginning, tend to use a lot of indicators, and sometimes they, intersect um, in providing too many options, right? In what we call kind of a divergence analysis, and that brings you to the paralysis of which one to pick, right? So hopefully we can ease off that by providing you a clean path of expectancy through a pre-market analysis on the way that we typically do it. Okay, so no cell phones, please. Just shut them off and go to the ladies or the men, so you don't miss out the actual. A little bit of warning, as usual, it has to be done based on regulations, but this is not for you. If you have any one of these, you fall within any one of these uh, uh, characteristics, right? If you pretty much are a beginner or an experienced trader, never traded before, can tolerate risk, don't have full risk capital. If you're looking for the holy grail, we're not those miracle traders, unfortunately. If you don't have a clear strat plan in place, if you don't have self-control or discipline, trading is not for you. And if you can't afford to lose money, trading is not for you. Agreed? I'm being 100% clear and transparent here about that. Now, you're going to have access to our 24-hour chat room, and it looks something like this, where people tend to share ideas based on the pre-market analysis, and each one of them will share They're in, you know, their entries or exits based on their personal assessment or their personal techniques to trigger entries into the market. But the one thing that all of them have in common is one thing only: the analysis, the levels, and the trend selections that we provide. Just think about it. What would happen on the way that you're trading right now? What would happen if you have in your hands a systematic approach where it's going to give you 75 to 80% of the time the certainty of the long-term perspective of the trend, and on top of it you will have a potential of knowing the levels, if they sustain that trend, how far will they go, right, and which level or which target they will reach. So we got clients and members here from a long time, close to 3 years straight. And you can see here, the reason I'm explaining that to you is because you can see here, for example, as Matthew took 50 ticks for the day, team got only 18, Kathy's 15 in this area, right? And here's Lewis, recover for minus 29 and then recover plus 32, walking away with a couple of ticks. Everybody has a different standpoint, right? A different standpoint, a different method of entering the market. But all of them benefit from one thing. They knew exactly which side they should be trading at, how long they should be holding for, and at which point the market most likely will be reached, okay? And we're being around for quite a while. You can see here, Ben, coming up to my 7th month with you, making around 18% a month, right? So here's, I discovered your trade room about a year ago, had four profitable months, got distracted and went off on my own, blew my account, now I'm back. Here's Tom, which says almost 6 months now, right? I've been a member here for over a month. And here's, for example, Robert that says, I've been in this room for over a year. So this is not a fly-by-night operation. We've been doing this for quite a while. We're really good at what we do, period, right? We're not traders, we're analysts. As a byproduct, we might have a really good outcome as traders. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, guys? We are not traders, we're analysts. And as a byproduct of becoming really good analyst, it brings a good potential outcome as a trader. That's the way you should see it. A lot of people focus on becoming a good trader and forget about the fact that you have to be a good analyst first, all right? We opened doors in 2014. My name is Carlos on the left side, Juan Alexandrino on the right side. Yes, our main language is Spanish, so sorry for the pronunciations. I know a lot of people might have some restrictions about, you know, or opinions about it, so sorry about that. We opened back in May 2014. A lot of our clients refer to us as a dream team, and the reason for it is not, I mean, we're not being cheesy here, is the fact that they call us a dream team because I focus on price action reading on the lower time frames, while Juan focused on the big time frames. Both of us, obviously Juan being my protege in terms of my best students, know exactly what to look for. He's in charge of the big time frame swing tradings as I look tick by tick transitions, so we can just translate what we do, which is swing trading, into day trading, okay? That's the way that we like to play things around here, okay? So just to let you know, if we're qualified in 1998, I started teaching, right, a small group of stockbrokers in Puerto Rico for the bank, Santander Security Bank. And then in 2001, I was able to work for a small hedge fund in Florida as the head analyst for the big S&P futures market. They posted the gains of those months in there, and we were being twice featured on the Caribbean Business Bank and Finance District in Puerto Rico and in South Florida. And it was kind of the epiphany of my career, because I really was looking forward to, you know, be part of a hedge fund. So this is the closest that I got as become, and I was not the trader. I was actually the head analyst. The traders created their own strategy. They had, this firm has their own proprietary way of executing to get in the market. They just needed to know how long would they be able to hold those positions and trail their stops and so on and so forth. Pretty awesome. But I was not the trader. I was a head analyst. We did pretty good, to be quite honest. Still friends with one of the head owners of that company. All right. So I've been coaching since 1998, and in 2015, we were awarded by Dr. Dean Hensley as one of the Trade Titans Award based on truthfulness, transparency, and profitability. And I think we're still holding one of the 13 or 14 positions from thousands of trade rooms out there, or analysis room, due to the fact of the exact same results that they were looking for. Okay, so that's pretty much something that might tell you, you know what, maybe we can help you out in some certain way. So this is how it's going to work. We're going to create a detailed pre-market analysis with a potential trend and potential objectives up and down. And as a step 2, this is if we see it fit, if we feel comfortable, we'll take a trade live with you based on our own personal style, which is not perhaps your style. Agreed? Okay, so you might have your own personal way of executing the market that it could be even 10 times better than ours. Okay, so this is what I'm saying here. I would not suggest you to pay attention to this. This is where the money is. We have clients managing multiple 7 figures with us in the room for about almost 3 years now, and they don't even share or shine into the community base. They're just here for the pre-market analysis, and they just plain and simple say, just let me know what the main trend is and tell me what are the potential levels they will reach. That's all we're here for. I need to know your pre-market analysis for the main trend and the potential targets. We take care of the rest. Being with us for almost 4 years now. And what we are in, and now that we are opening up and starting to share something new, these guys are just all over, like super excited since last week of what we started to share with them. It's a secret that we never shared before. So basically, you will have either the buy opportunity, downsell opportunity, or no trades whatsoever. We'll explain to you how that works. And it's just basically you're going to have access, which you do right now. On top of chats here on the community base area, just click on it, and you have in this area the links, the 5 links of the 5 main markets or the main instruments. Pre-done. Just click on it. It will open up a screenshot, and you will have what we call the levels and the no trade zone or the unbiased zone and the main trend tendency, which is going to be explained in a moment. So you can click on those, download it, and they're good for 48 hours, 24 to 48 hours, depending. As the market reached those levels, they're already validated, so the next ones are still valid. It's not until the other levels are hit that they're still valid. If they were hit and surpassed, they're already gone, okay? In other words, they already reached their objectives. So basically, you'll get a daily roadmap on each of one of those markets. Now, that's phase 1. You're going to have a pre-market analysis of the reason why I think that's going to happen. That's 2. And number 3 is that I want you to bring your strategy to our analysis. Does that make sense? Yes? So basically, once you understand how we work, you'll have a competitive advantage against 80% of all of the traders, right? So now, for the very first time in 4 years that we've kept this on the sidelines, never sharing this with without the exception of our high ticket coaching clients, because they are they trade heavily, and we got mentorship students as well. We'll share our secretly guarded tool that gives us a competitive advantage against 80% of the other traders. And it looks something like this. It's our exclusive proprietary momentum bias software. It tells us And I mean, don't try to figure it out because it's a little bit kind of complicated after almost 9 years with with multiple versions. It's been, I think, 4 years now since we've been trying to reach what you see here, and about a year since we're being able to make it work consistently um, by the percentage that we have assigned to it. And you're going to have access to this for the remaining of the day. Okay, so let's just get started. All right, so first thing first, levels are already available for you on the top side. Let me fix this for a moment. All right, let's start with the NQ here for a moment. All right, so pretty straightforward. Starting with the pre-market analysis, the market is on a downtrend. That's easy identified here. The next thing that I need to know is the important swing points. So I can pretty much identify where I'm at, okay? All right, so this is the way that I see it. Might not be right for you, but basically I understand this as a single swing down move, right? And then kind of a corrective mode, another nice swing move here, another corrective mode. So I can label 1, 2, 3, 4, if it could be on the fifth wave down, right? Based on Elliott wave patterns. Or it could be either wave 3, 4, 5th, and now the market still has to correct down to come back up again if this is the beginning stages of a resumption of an uptrend, okay? Either way, based on Elliott wave patterns, they have to come back and retrace. Why? Either to come down to go and continue up, or come down and continue down because it's the fifth wave down. Agreed? So all I care about is the fact that we are possibly at the end of a corrective mode. That's all I care about. Okay? I might be wrong. I'm just trying to give myself a reassurance of what to expect after a logic pattern. So Elliott wave pattern moving 5-way sequencing. After a corrective mode, there will always be a continuation impulse move. Okay? So if I can identify where the corrections might be ending, right? I can get myself ahead of time and prepare myself psychologically to get started on a continuing down. The same thing applied to the upside. If I can find myself, right, where most likely the correction might end, I can get myself ready to potentially join the full force of the beginning swings of the impulse move. That's all I care about. And what I see here on 30-minute chart, I see a swift, nice, long impulse move, kind of an awkward ABC pattern correction, another swing down move with another awkward ABC pattern correction. For me, this could be a wave 2 or 4 correction, right? Or the beginning stages of a wave 1, right? In here, because this might be pretty much the fifth wave down as well. So either way, this could be the beginning stages of wave one, which proceeds with a pullback area to continue up, and or this could be the fourth wave corrective mode that most likely will continue on the fifth wave down impulse move. As I said, either way, I'm expecting a continuation of the downward move. All right, price action structure on the big time frame, an average of the big time frames, which complies between 4 and 1 hours, which is represented by this, is suggesting me a potential long-term perspective bearish. All right, now that I have a kind of an idea what to expect, I can go back into and let me just go into a bigger time frame. And obviously this is on a huge downward trend move, okay? So now I need to make some assessment into when should I, or if I shouldn't, position myself as a seller or not. The first thing that I noticed right off the bat is the fact that we have a unbiased tendency. We got mixed feelings kind of thing. Long-term perspective is huge, bearish downtrend, but obviously since 2 sessions back, the market is doing a strong pullback. My guesstimate at this point is that most likely this could be the, could be an alien wave 1. I'm just saying, I'm just thinking out loud here. And the market is trying to come back down to continue further up or do a bigger pullback. That could be a possibility. Either way, I know that they needed to correct to continue up or correct to continue down. So now this is where the levels come into play. So how do we do that? Well, the first thing is that since we are day traders, we tend to play and dance with the market as they see it fit, not the way that we want it. It's what the market wants. Agreed? We need to play based on the rules, not our rules. We deploy our rules to join them once they show us what they want to do. So on the lower scale, yes, this was yesterday. I see here an important swing, right? And the market made a new high, and this is important low. Now I'm just micromanaging my analysis. I saw the big picture. Now I'm like zooming in. For me, this is an uptrend based on the price action structure of the last 2 sessions, and the market is on a decent pullback. Right now we have what we call a no trade zone. Okay, the no trade zone, if you're here for the first time, indicates an area that we've been able to identify multiple times based on 5 different models of analysis, including order flow, a lot of order flow, floating orders, and smart money levels, which we have access on Skype through one of my mentors. We ask them, what are the levels that you're looking for or have a lot of interest? They never tell me if they are buying or selling. What they do is our levels of interest are, and they send me those levels of interest. Could be potential supports, potential resistance. I have no idea their intentions of those levels. My only guesstimate at that point is that if the levels are below the market, they're looking to become buyers there. If the levels are above the market, they're looking to become sellers because they are the smart money and they tend to be early into the stages of a transition. That's my logic behind it, how we translate this into the analysis. Whenever we have a certain levels of support or resistance, you see a color-coded area. It's based, the color-coded is a legend that we created, so we understand at which time frame they were made. The blue levels are support and resistance on bigger time frames, and all the green levels here that you see are on time frames of about 15 minutes or lower, okay? And they become price action reversal areas. A huge amount of order flow seller points that we are pretty much identify those levels to be confined within the price structure. So we average those levels in those price point. It's not specific. It's an average of about 5-8 ticks or difference. So it could be a range something like this, which is not important at this point. Anyways, the point is that whenever you see these levels being reached and they're close by to another support or resistance, we create what we call a power box or a power zone, which brings a lot of pressure against a prevailing trend, creating a highly probable turning point for the market at those points, which could translate into potential exit points. If you're long already, it could be a potential reversal points to counter trend if that's your style of trading, right? Or if it could be your threshold area, like we're using it right here, that if we're going long, I want to make sure they break through this barrier, right? And then continue to the next level up. You can see here how it held perfectly as the market comes up, back and forth within it, and then back down they went. Here's an important layer since yesterday high, that based off this information and the price structure and 5 other layers of information, we're able to construct what we call the no trade zone. Take a closer look how earlier today, this area, which is a purple, what is a purple, Carlos? Is when we find 5 or more modalities of information that precisely laid on top of each other by a margin of error of 2 or less ticks. So in other words, we got 80.25 to be that precise level. We got 5 different levels of information, most importantly, including order flow, that is or will potentially be a huge opposition of the actual trend on the way down. Okay? So I'm just trying to explain the logics behind it. You can see how they bounce right off the 64.80.25 coming back up. Does that mean that we should buy those levels? You can counter trend them if you feel like to. I don't like to be a counter trend trader. I love to trade in favor of the trend, right? I'm a swing trader. I'm a trend trader. I'm not accustomed to counter trend, although I'm able to do so, but I don't like it, right? Because you're trying to call the tops and bottoms, and quite honestly, although it kind of works, but once again, it depends on your style. You can do whatever your heart's content with the information here provided to you. All right, so now that we explained what all the levels are, what is this dark box? The box represents an area with a high influx of a battle, buyers between sellers within a range. Does that make sense? It means that the buyers and sellers are going to be battling against each other between 54.25 and 80.25. There's always and will maintain a range of a battle back and forth. If you're a scalper, this is your region of success. Understood? If you're a scalper, this is the area where most of your money is going to be made, right? If you're a position trader, you want to make sure you're pretty much outside of this range box at any given moment so they can just continue reaching the next opportunity or layers down. Once again, the market is unbiased at this point. No trades effective at this point. We have an 8 o'clock FOMC meeting, medium impact engagement going on, which brings inconsistency into the market, which brings everything back into the potential look of a 9:30 open plus 20 minutes of threshold to see some clarity into the market. In the meantime, I will expect the market to battle within this range, which if we're position traders will have a little bit more difficulty seeing the market move in the way that we like it to. Agreed? So now that we have a plan of actions, how do we assess this? Well, as I said, I have kind of a long-term perspective bearish outlook, but I got to play as the market says. So I'm analyzing in the short-term bias overnight session. I noticed here that yesterday high was made in here. Market went down. The overnight session failed to take the previous high. That's a bearish outlook. The market went down and broke the triple bottom formation kind of thing in here, making new lows from the last range that they created on the overnight session. Another bearish outlook. The market moved in a decent position at this point and is coming back up. And as we speak right now, they haven't been able to pierce through the prior swing high, nor the top of the no trade zone or on bias zone. Another bearish outlook. So this means that I have price action structure potentially telling me to continue down. I have a long-term perspective average of focus on the long-term selling pressure, but these guys are on a pullback. So it's just a matter of waiting until they're done doing their pullback. Okay, the last thing that I want to say is fine. So now that I have an idea, I most likely will love to follow suit into a sell side, then a buy side is the momentum backing this up. This is where the secret come into play. This is NQ at this point. Let me just put this like this. And I pay attention to my momentum tool. And the momentum tool that I want to pay attention to represents everything in here. So I just want to pay attention to this area and I want to see what's going on. So the only thing that I'm interested at this point is the top 3 layers here that represents 1, 5, and 15. These are, it looks like they're top, it's based on minutes, but it's not. It is a reading factor per minute, yes, but it's a tick by tick average back. In other words, this will change on every single tick that the market goes, and the average back the last 60 seconds of tick worth of ticks. This is going to do the same thing, tick by tick, and it's averaging and bringing a calculation of the last 5 minutes worth of tick transitions or exchange. All right, so just so for those geeks out there that they're just like, what in the world, how is it, what is exactly what it's going, because I know I'm one of those. So there you go, that should quench your thirst, your thirst. That this is what it's doing so far on the indices, right? I'm only interested about the M1 to M15. On the commodity side of things, which is gold and CL, I'm only interested on the long-term perspective in here on the M60, right? So because I'm a swing trader, I'm interested, what should I be focusing on the long term? Long term for me is M60 on the commodity side. On the indices side is the bigger picture is going to be the M15 for me, okay? So, all right, so what should we look for then? Well, I would like to see 115% or higher or lower, positive or negative, in order for me to sustain a decision of a potential trend. If that is the case, let me ask you something. What should we be focusing on the CL factor at this point? If I'm just saying that M60, right, the percentage is the same, I want to see the percentage about 115% or higher or lower, positive or negative, to identify for me a trend. And I'm just paying attention on CL here. What should I be looking for? Please let me know. Bills, welcome. Good morning, Bill. Thank you, Bill. Exactly. Focus on sell setups. Perfect. So focus on sell setups only. So let me ask you, what is the indices telling me then over here? Pretty quick. What is the indices telling me then? Indices over here. This one right here. What is telling me? Unbiased, nothing. Exactly. You guys are spot on ready for this. All right. So now that we made a thorough explanation of how the pre-market analysis works, it is a copy-paste idea on all of them, which I'm going to explain them in a moment. Just want to make sure that I have things evolved here. Well, let me know we have pretty much everything's slightly aligned for a sell setup on the CL.
Always getting ready, but still missing one confirmation.
All right, let me know so I can pay attention to the things. All right, so let's just think about this for a moment. I'm not doing anything on the indices for the moment. I'm just applying the opportunity as I see it fit on the only one that is quite somewhat imbalanced. Look, by just glancing at this area right here, I can see that the only one slightly imbalanced is what? The oil, right? Where everything is pretty much negative and it's only on a pullback. Will it work 100% of the time? No, it won't. I'm just being honest. All right. We might get stuck out on a spike up like yesterday. It sucks. We were right on trend. We got stuck out, and then the market, what happened? Sold off again. And if you notice and you follow what we shared on Chatsy, we shorted again at the almost same price that we shorted earlier because our formula dictated that that was the price to go in. So it's not foolproof. But for swing trading, it was great because if you would have placed your stuff far away, then it would have played out correctly and perfectly. Which at this point, I'm going to drop this down to one contract because we're on presentation and I don't want to. I want to make sure that I can keep everything aligned. Okay, so we can see here that the indices has no tendency whatsoever. I can see gold in the other way. It's suggesting a slightly bullish outlook, but on the shorter time frames, I call this the lower time frames. Pretty much the way that we read them is when we have consensus or the majority of speculators joining in. That could be, I'm talking about all sorts of orders starting to flow in or trigger in. That could be high frequency trader, speculators, smart. It doesn't matter. The idea is that when we see this on the way that, for instance, you see YM here, YM is pushing higher as this point. Okay. And this will help you pretty much dictate when the majority of the orders are starting to fly in, backing up the main trend. Okay, does that make sense? Backing up the main trend. So basically what we want is to identify, as an example of the CL, if this is above 115, yes, sell setups only, backed up by price action structure. Awesome. They just broke it below the no trade zone. 2 eyes. Awesome. So yes, this is a bearish outlook market. So all I'm caring about is the fact of seeing this top part over here on the decent percentages, which is above 200%, above 150%, and this will translate into a potential entry point. I can see here, these guys are kind of moving. Let me see if I can get a feel here. There it is. Well, can you confirm the target down? I'm using also a pulling bar technique area here of 10 minutes, a little late into the pulling bar, but I think it's doable. Let me calculate the placement of the stop. 21. There you go. 21. Average daily range is at 10. So we're expecting anywhere from 10 to 14 tick move. Let's just pay attention on the left side here. You see how these guys are 200%. Look at the move. That's the omega 6. Now, once again, is this 100%? No, it's not. They might as well retest this low and come back up and try to take new higher highs, and it's it's kind of a mess. So I'm going to trail my step accordingly. So that's 88. I'm going to move this to 88 now.
Target 79.
79, so 80. Okay. There you go. Let's see what happened. What will happen here? 6 ticks, 5 ticks. Market did a pullback. Price action structure on the bearish side. Let me extend this over so we can focus only on this one. You're responsible of taking your own personal profit and objectives. Please acknowledge. Please acknowledge. Let me know. Yes or no. Everybody is responsible of taking their own objective or profits. Do not
50,
follow
50
us.
red.
Which one?
5850 red. Confirm.
58, 50, 58. Thank you, Red. Thank you.
And next
Well,
target.
can you confirm the 20?
Yeah, the 20 is confirmed also.
Okay, good. The 20 is a big time frame.
Yeah, but still 50 is an important support.
Okay, good. Thanks. Now, rest assured, we need to clear multiple swing lows. We got 58.94. Now we got this swing low right here at 87. This is all problematic, right? A lot of previous buying power happened before, but I'm just glancing right here at the tool and it's suggesting sell setups only, sellers stepping in, backing up the main trend. Boom, we got in. The pulling bar technique actually entry came right at 59.05 or so. I'm 3 ticks late, not bad. And using the swing high that they left behind based on order flow, we're not far off. The order flow stop should be at this 18 level. So, well, it's acceptable. So I'm going to move it at 18. So now, if you're visiting for the first time, there is a what do you call it? How can we call this? There is a pattern. There is a pattern that other members has notified and shared with us for quite a while, and they call it the omega 6. Basically, which means that every time that we have a confirming entry point, the market most likely will provide at least 6 ticks. And they have developed their own methodology of trading multiple contracts and liquidating their first one at 6 ticks. Does that mean that you're going to do that? No, but it's worth mentioning it, right? Because if we do that, if we show it again, this one produced, as you can see here, a 6 tick. Okay, so let's just pay attention for a moment at this point, and let me keep asking you, let me put it like this. What should we do right now? Should we panic at this point that the market is not moving? Right? What is okay? So the next question would be, what would be our next focus? Where should we be focusing all of our attentions right now? It would be on the stop loss. And here's where problems start bringing in. Okay, this is where the problems start forming. I'm looking here a very strong bearish outlook, and I'm just using an order flow stop loss level that might get triggered. Yesterday I did it and it happened, and I shorted again, and I'm gonna bring in, I'm risking 10 to 15 ticks here, but where was it? I think I got it somewhere in here. 1 second. Here it is. This was yesterday's second trade. I don't know if some of you took it, but this was the second trade, and everything was bearish, and we shorted a couple of ticks of difference from the original trade. This was the second one, and look at the price structure. It was crazy, but the trend never changed. That's the problem, right? That's the problem. The trend never changed, but it became volatile enough to go back, take the stops, and come back down. So one of the ideas behind this is to do the following. Now I'm explaining things as we go. Hold on. Well, that means that I'm pretty confident based on the tool that these guys are going short. So I might as well give them enough space. I tend to use the other side of the ledger as a swing trader. But wait a minute, Carlos, it doesn't make sense on the ROI. I understand. Give me a minute. All right, I'm moving on. Hold on. So I'm just, because I know there's a lot of people thinking immediately, that doesn't make sense. No, if I'm risking all the way up there, I got plenty of targets on the way down. Yes or no? I have this one. I got this one. How about this one? Hey, how about this one in this one? And how about the one below? So far, so good. Are you following me? Yes? So if I decide to move my stop away in here, it is because it is my personal preference, not yours. I'm not asking anybody to start judging the ROI and it doesn't make any sense. That's not my problem. It's your problem. Why? Because you might as well do this. No, screw it. I'm going to do this. I don't want to risk a cent. Fine. That's the way that you feel comfortable with things. If I decide to do this and I decide to go like this, that is my problem, not your problem. But we're talking about levels of expectancy. So if I'm going to play this correctly, I say I'm going to try to go for this calculated target, 78. You know what? How about if I go for this one? Oh, how about if I go for this, the next one down? And so on and so forth. Does that starting to make sense, guys? Which one are you going to pick? Do not start pointing fingers and start making your own sense. We're giving you a lot of options to create the best ROI ever that you feel comfortable. Actually, 10 ticks has been offered at this point. 10 ticks. Agreed? Now that the market has made 10 full ticks on the way down, I can bring this over to the order flow area, 14. What is the market telling us on the left side, everybody? What is the tool telling us on the left side? Come on, come on, you gotta be quick. Hold positions, thank you, Willie. Yes, indeed, hold positions. It's your job to say, screw it, man. I'm going to keep it over there. I'm going to give it enough space and time. You know what? I'm going to go with the purple one down here. Who knows? We might get it. You see? Excuse me. You see how this works? Please let me know. We are already in profit. Acknowledge that we are already in profits. Yes or no? I got confirmation at 91.
Yep, same here.
I don't want anybody crying or bitching about the fact, oh, I got stuffed out or whatever. You're responsible of your own stop loss. Do not follow me. What is the order flow? Calculating the new order flow point. It is 13. Excuse me. 13 stop for swing traders. 13 stop for swing traders. We need to break that 88. That's the reason I labeled that in there. Any moment now, we should see some bounce right at the 88. 14 ticks. What is the tool telling us? Come on, but I gotta be quick. What is the tool telling us or telling you? What is the tool telling you? Isn't this powerful, guys? I'm showing you this is our secret for winning all these years, the best forecasting service ever. Can't believe I'm showing this, man. But anyways, it is what it is. Whatever we do, anything that we can do for the members. Right? The market gave 14 ticks of profits. It's up to you to take the profits that you feel more comfortable with. We should expect some bounce from here, right? As I mentioned, 88, 89, that's a bounce. But the tool is telling us hold positions to the sell side. Fine, I'll try. Battle my inner demons of fear of loss and not move my stop loss, because then I'm going to cut short my potential and or get out with my personal objective of 10 ticks, 11 ticks, whatever that is, and be happy with it. All right, here we go. I'm going to lock in 11 ticks here, letting it go, because I know a lot of people being asking. 15 ticks, 17, 19, lock in 15. Boom, I'm out with 15. Yay, because I know many people are actually doing so. So, and we're done. At least I am done. The market is still telling me hold positions. I am done, but the targets are not done, guys. Look, tool is telling us hold, dudes. We're going for 78 and then 67 and then 51. Just be patient with us. See the difference. Rod, 15 and 3 contracts. You're welcome, Rod. Hope that we provide something of value and you become a member, my friend. No one else has this. We're the only ones. It's actually proprietary to us. Sorry for my funny voice. Excuse me. Penny, 15 on one contract and still on one still in, holding 4 targets. Penny, make sure to lock in some profits and letting it go. 13 for Anna. Way to go, Anna. Girl power. And where's Eva? I like girls. I like this to be a girly room. Eva. Eva should be around. Oh, there she is. All right. Eva, you like it? I mean, it was awesome, right? So you see Let me go back to the norm here. Now let's just follow through. You see from the look of it, the only market moving, which one is it? Blotting the waters for CL. Yes, Penny, lots of ladies in this room. I love it, man. I love one of the best trades that I have is ladies. It's just awesome. Thank you, Eva. So May 8 and 10, two contracts. Great job. What is the tool telling us? What is the tool telling us? Hold positions for the next level down. Since the target has not been reached, it will be reached. The problem is that we don't know how fast it's going to happen, but it will. Thank you, Scott. John J, okay, 15, 15, and 4. Johnny, thank you. Guys, I didn't make the call as a perfect alignment because, as you can see, we're showing the secret. We use a transition point, the levels, and the tool. Agreed? Everybody's agreed. You are capable of doing this. I'm just trying to show you so you can see the potential out here. What time is it? It's 8:17. Okay, so next layer down should be by 8:30. This is too strong, so all good. Gold is reverting. You can see here the speculators or lower time frame joining in into the sell-off of it. The break below 2740 will validate this. Excuse me. And I would like to see at least M15 above 120 or something. Olivia. Ooh, another girl. Olivia, 13 and 2. Awesome. How do I get the window that shows volatility for NT? Up trader, it's not for sale. Sorry, my friend. That's something that we're not willing to sell because 3 years back, we tried to share it with a small group of, it was a good thing that it was a beta, excuse me, beta version. It's not even available anymore, or it doesn't work. That's what I'm saying. We were still testing it, but we wanted to test the levels and the percentages. And guess what? We opened up the doors, and people try to crack it and sell it on, you know, on forums and all that crap. It's just amazing how stupid people are. So unfortunately, not for sale, but it's going to be available here in Trading Mission as you see it right now, as you're seeing it right now. Until we're figured out a way. We already designed it for NT8, which has a very strong, robust security. And most likely, listen to me, most likely, perhaps, and maybe, we will be able to offer it through NT8, which means you will have to either trade from NinjaTrader 8, but most of us have their, you know, stuff, indicators, tools, and strategies already built on NT7. So what I've done is I have NT8, and I paid a second data feed with Kinetic just to power the tool. That's what I do. So it was going to cost you about, what, 58 bucks? Or if you already have a second backup data, then you're good to go. You can use Ninja. You could probably, if we decide to do so, use NT8. And yeah, you can use NT8 and have the tool powered through it. Charles, we just started to share this tool a week ago. Okay, this indicator doesn't give you entries. you probably missed out the explanation. This is not a tool that tells you buy or sell. It is a tool for pure market analysis and sentiment analysis. Up trader, not yet. What we decided to do is leave you're gonna have access to the tool because we're not closing the trade room until 2:30 p.m. every single day for the remaining of the February. That's for us at least the way to do it until we figure things out. So basically, I mute myself and I keep going on my other computers and do my other stuff somewhere else, and you guys have access to the tool and keep watching it. That's what we are going to offer you, included on the membership. So you don't have to go into, we were planning to lease this tool and whatnot, but we decided not to do none of that. We're keeping the tool, and as a powerful, unique opportunity for every member, you're going to have access to it here live. So it's only applicable to you. You're welcome, my friend. So we took you guys, you were able to understand the concept of the settings of the reading, not the setting, the reading of it, right? Tally took 10 ticks following you. Okay, thank you, Tally. Peter T out with +10. Yes, VA, this will be live until 2:30 to 3 every day. Yes, indeed. From what I've seen, it seems like a fantastic strategy. Could you bring it all together? Yes, Ewington. It has. This is exactly what we've been. What you've seen for the first time here since last week. I am not gonna sugarcoat it. I did not want to share it because it is our competitive advantage. There you go. I said it. A lot of people say, "How do you call the movement? How do you guys predict this? How do you get?" No, we don't. We just use this very specific, constructive algorithms that we built to help us gauge the price structure in one direction. Yes, Wellington, it's going to be live for you. And if you're here for the first time and free, you're going to be able to keep going to be able to watch this until 2 to 2:30 today, 2:30 around that level, around that time. Until we figure out how to share it, probably, I don't know, maybe a VPN or something. I don't know. We're still figuring out the kinks. Once again, I'm still how do you call that? I'm still emotional into sharing this, but you know what? We sat down and thought, after speaking with a couple of long-term members and being with us for about 2-3 years, they said if we could only knew, if there is a way for us to know if we can hold for the next target, because then we come in and share our positions. I know it hurts. I get it. Sometimes we share, look, this is a trade that we took until the 58.20 as an example. Oh man, we should have held there. But a lot of people didn't know why is it, and the reason why we're able to hold a position all the way down there, and it's because of this. So we decided to give it a shot for the month of February, open up the doors and share the actual secret that is behind of what we do. Sven says, thank you for sharing, guys. It's so hard to find real traders who show the good, the bad, and the ugly. Yes, Sven. I mean, I don't, let me put something out there. I don't give a, you know what, if I lose, I get stopped out or not. I follow my system. If it didn't pan out, so what? I don't care. It's not the end of the world, and it's not the only trade left on the day. Understood? I just plain and simple accept that I got stopped out, as an example like yesterday, and I patiently wait, get the second setup, and it should work. If it doesn't, so be it. I give it 3 shots. And if it doesn't work on the 3 shots, I lick my wounds and wait for the next day. That's how I learned to become a consistent trader. I'm not the best trader. I am a freaking good analyst, that's for sure. But hey, it is part of the business. Charles says, is the indicator aim for short time frames as 10 minutes? No, sir. No, Charles. It's just a gauge. We just cut it off until 120. And as a matter of fact, I was about to turn off the 120 because it's not much applicable. It is not much applicable for day trading. But then I thought, wait a minute, we provide the levels all the way through. Look, we got a lot of targets on the way down. You see them? We got a lot of targets on the way down. The question is, how do you know these levels might be able to be reached? So I decided to leave kind of bit of a longer period in here so you can understand that you can hold trades for the longer term. Make sense? So as the market goes along, it is your responsibility and it's up to you to trail the stop correctly. I suggest using kind of an order flow tool. So I don't like him that much, but for trading stop, it's really good. It's not perfect, but it's really good. I don't know how to use them perfectly, quite honest. You can trail the stop using Fibonacci's. You can trail your stops using, I like using price structure, period. All right, so far the tool is telling us hold positions because 58.78 hasn't been reached. Guys, this is a 2-layer information here. Remember, we're doing the analysis first. That's one thing. We got the levels. We're really good at that. This is the analysis. Now the tool is telling you and helping you dictate if the levels are going to be reached or not. All right, I got here another question. 1 second. It says here, my apologies, guys. I'm a little late into answering questions. Do you use 30-year bonds? No, Patel, I don't, although I do analysis for it for a client of mine. Can you consider keeping the room open till the close? I like to see and sometimes trade the last half hour until cash close. Harold, we could. The problem is that I have no idea if GoToWebinar allow us to push it all the way through 4 o'clock. I mean, I can, but it will be kind of hardcore. I use the MA for the time frame. I'm trading my trail stop. There you go, Bill. Haran said, so technically as a member, we can trade on our own using your levels and the tools, so we can actually make our own hour if we don't mind missing the analysis in the beginning. Yes, sir. Exactly, Haran. You got it. You got it. Exactly. So technically we're still, is anybody holding a position still? I'm just curious now. I'm curious. Nick says, I like this idea. Yes, Nick, I hope it works. So we're trying our best this month we promised last year to the members, we're trying to take Trade Admission to the next level. And honestly, this is kind of the only way for me to do so. If you guys don't see it like that, then that I have nothing else. This is it. Juan, you still holding one position?
Yeah, I'm still holding.
Okay, good. We're going for 58.20, or which one? Here we go. I got transition going on as we speak. Next level down, 58.78. What time is it? 8:30. We're ahead of time. We see, I believe that 67, it's doable. Here we go. Transition here going on. Thank you, Kevin. Awesome. It's just awesome that it comes from you. Huddle, as the crypto kid says. You're funny, man. I've been doing Bitcoin analysis for a couple clients. I mean, it's weird. That's a weird market. Here we go. 58.78 coming up next. Can we hold? Let me see if you get it. Can we hold the positions? Yes or no? Isn't this awesome? Yes, of course. We're going there. Check it out. There you go. Almost there. I got confirmation. One at 82.
Same here.
Okay, good. Hold. Next up, that by the force. May the force be with you. I think 67 is going to be doable, and perhaps at 58.20 based on the percentage inside. I will not go in details. I will leave that for. Oh, there you go. Target hit. Let's see. Am I talking shit? Hello. No, target hit. Yeah, 78. Woohoo. Yeah, baby. Wasn't this awesome? Pretty cool trade, isn't it? Let's see where the 20, 25-ish trade there. Anybody got out at 78? No fill, probably. That was a no fill. I had a fill down here, one, just so you know.
All right.
Okay, John Randolph says yes. Oh, Burial, yes, 78 out. Harold, yes, 78 out. No fill for Willie. Sorry, Willie. We probably was on the back line of the on the FIFO. First in, first out. Harold, 78, yes. Last time I tried your room, I thought it was good, and I was a member for a while. Turned out positive, but I took a break from trading. However, now you have a new dimension, which I really love. The tool on the targets make it much more powerful for me. Thank you, Olivia. Ooh, another girl power. I like it. My wife, she's going to be so proud. Yeah, girls are going to kick your butts. Actually brings kind of a peaceful atmosphere. Still holding, Mr. Bill. I will hold until 58.20, Nikolai. I like Nikolai. All right, let's see that happens. I want to see it happen, Nikolai, for you. We still have a trade on our side over here, but confirmation, 67 coming up next.
Awesome. Same here.
On a trip, it might burst. It might burst. Look, 400 on M1. Come on, baby. Give me the 67. 20 tick stop in looking for 58. All right, let's check it out on the other markets here for a moment. Dull market, turning it slightly bearish. You can, guys, can you start seeing the market getting tinted with blood? It's turning red. Check it out. So you can say, "Oh man, these guys are tanking today." Probably. You see how this is how cool this is? Just glancing at it, you can still starting to see. You can start to see their intentions. Everything can change, obviously, after 9:30. But you see, all right, these guys are getting nowhere. Complete mix on gold. Nothing happening, so standing by. The only one working is a CL, which seems to be going now for the 67. Actually, let me take this out. A little bounce, always bounce on the green. Greens are powerful targets. Lots of buyers pressuring there, floating orders and whatnot. Let's see. Ski 20 tick stop in, looking for 0.58. Okay. Skeet, you got a stop loss 20 ticks or you got an exit profit 20? I'm confused. Here we go. I got confirmation again at 78. Oh, profit stop. There you go, Skeet. Thank you. Coming up next, 67. Here's the question. You are now telling Carlos what to do. Can we hold positions to the next level of 67? Yes. Okay. Exactly. There you go. What time is it? 8:36. Remember, 9 o'clock will bring kind of uncertainty, possibly another pullback, and then the continuation. Understood? You gotta be on top of the profile of the market. Remember, the CL has its own timing sequencing. So 8 o'clock FOMC meeting, just engagement came in. That's okay. Then we have it was at 8. It was 8 or 8:30. It was 8. And now 9 o'clock opening of the oil will always bring a little bit of a counter trend move or reversal. Then 9:30, then 10 to 10:15, and then a pure trend from 10:45-ish to 11, perhaps even 2 o'clock. 58.50 short for Mr. Bill. Awesome trade, Bill. Congrats. That's up to you, my friend. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Milking out the CL. I enjoy when the prices go down on oil. You can tell, I guess. All right. Nothing happening. You can see here, we call it a trade oracle. That's a funny name, but I like it. The Omegaverse trend oracle. Bum, bum. So anyways, it's telling us do nothing. Indices are dead. Gold is dead. Focus on CL. And just before you start asking, yes, we can add as many as we want. That's the beauty of this stuff. The problem is that it won't fit here. I had one with over 38, and it was like this, and it was a mess. Yeah, Skeet, great name. I love cheap gas too, man. And I can't taste the coffee or anything. Looks good on the sell side. But why it today? Oh, now I know why. Maybe it has something to do with this. Very duck donuts are good. Yeah. Anybody care to share some duck donuts with Carlitos? And that sounded Mexican. Carlitos. I'm Puerto Rican just in case. Anyways, the point is, duck donuts for Carlos will make me feel better. Absolutely, Beryl. Thank you. We got one nearby. I think. Wait, no, it's about 20 minutes, but I don't care. I will drive. It's been a while since I haven't catch a cold, John. But okay, here we go. New lows. Next level down, 67. Come on.
Carlos, I just closed half position with the first target on 30 ticks.
Thank you. You took a screenshot, please, later on.
Yep.
Okay, great. I got confirmation again. Next level down, 67. Can we hold? Yes, sir. Can we hold? Yes. Focus only on the market that is moving. Trail your stop to the last target, please. Trail your stop to the last target. 9 o'clock is coming in. So we don't want to give away our profits unless you already make some profits and you place your stop anywhere you want. I don't care. Hold position to the downside. Yes. Next level down, 67. Coming up next. Yeah, here we go. And target hit. Woo-hoo-hoo. Next level down, 51. So it looks like the 58.20 coming up. Anybody clear some positions in there? We should see some bounce from here, by the way. Wait a minute. Where are you? You should be here. I see some pressure, selling pressure mounting in. It's interesting. Extremely strong, bearish outlook. All right, re-enter 10 on first trade, 16 on second trade. Jay has 10, 3, and 9. No, 3, 10 minus 3 plus 9. Rut says awesome. Thank you, John. That is weird. It is weird. Excuse me. 8:43. I think a bounce is about to happen. There we go. 67 bouncing heavily from it. Not with 9 o'clock coming up. There you go. Oh, that's a power zone. Should see some bounce from it. That's the reason I had it like that, but I just wanted to clear it out. 944. How did you call the resistance at 67? Order flow. My total for today, Penny, 10, 15, and 22. Everybody. Okay, re-enter 10 and 16 on second trade. Awesome. Tally, 10 on first. Just exited for another 19. Awesome. Great job. So let me explain something. You see how beautifully aligned all the percentages. Today is an example of a perfect balance market. This is definitely probably, if this is sustained the way that it is, 9 o'clock will bring in a pullback and then a continuation down to the 58.20 level. Now let me explain. When you don't have it like this, in other words, when M60 is missing, but the top three are kind of just example, red, but the M60 is not in balance like in 32 or minus 50 or whatever, that is not completely aligned. we will rarely see a swift move like this. It will be a little bit more of a bumpy ride, okay? And you will get the the ins and out of how and what to expect from the market just by glancing at this and what to expect based on price target. In other words, if that would have been the case, where M60 would not be fully above 100% negative, I would say minus 34, minus 37 like this or something. I will be aiming to get my target at my objective of about 10 to 12 or perhaps even the 78 and be done for the session, okay? Because I don't want to risk it because there is no full-fledged backup of the trend commitment in the same direction. Understood? So whenever we see the M60 and the CL in stronghold numbers above 115 to 20% positive or negative, it is highly probable that we will see nice, decent move. When we don't, it will be kind of a little bit of a choppy, or it will take longer than usual. Okay, guys, so basically I am done for the morning. What are the numbers? I want to find some Gautam Patel. Obviously, that is these. It's a little bit more complicated to explain, but these are measurements in minutes. But it's not reading minutes. It's reading. The amount of ticks average of the last 60 minutes, of the last 5 minutes, is tick by tick count, not minute based. It's a little bit complicated. All right, still on the sell side here, guys. Sell setups only. And now, for many of you who are still here, we already did that short. The market is not applicable at this time on the indices. They're a little bit hasty. The other thing that I want to, let me do the analysis on the other ones pretty quick. You can see here, the market is really unbiased on the big picture. Big picture is quite difficult, right? So I will be very careful of trading long-term the indices. As we speak right here, we got a kind of a consolidation stage. I'm a little bit more inclining into a corrective mode than bullish mode, even so that the price structure is indicating a bullish outlook. That's okay. So we're in the bottom side of the ledger here of the no trade zone. That will be okay. Aligned with this, they should continue to go back up. That's great. If they break that 65.50 area, then I can trigger the remaining ones to the upside. That would be great. But by then, I will go back and check the tool, right? And if everything is aligned to consider the momentum, join them into the bullish side, then we'll take the buy side. Yesterday was quite tricky. It took all the way up until 2 o'clock until we did a really nice, decent move on the NQ. Okay? And, today is no different. So we got to be very careful of this decision making. I see, once again, things weaken as this morning is... as we're coming into the night. So the only one that produced some decent outlook is the CL, and I can see here what NQ setting itself up above 120, 300, 131. This is coming down as we speak. NQ. So they should visit that 64.80.25. I'm not trading it though. I'm just explaining to you as I see the readings happening. These guys are selling. I'm on a 10-minute chart. But the long-term perspective here, although I don't use it for the NQ, it's still not there. So this might be a little bit, hasty. So nevertheless, the levels are 80.25, 56.25 actually. ES kind of joining the force on the sell side. As I mentioned, price action structure wise, I think is more of a on the downside than bullish. You can see everything turning into the red side, right? Into the negative grounds. Okay. Yes, Bill, I noticed that as well. So it's holding. NQ on the go. 80.25 next. Here we go. About 5 minutes for the opening of CL.
Confirmation again on oil.
I can see it. 58.51 next. Next level down, 58.51. Hold position to the sell side, sell setup only. $64 confirmed. All positions. 9 o'clock is coming in, but these guys are not going back. This is definitely strong bearish outlook. Got to be careful. 9 o'clock is coming in. Tight your stop, please. Bill, great job. Tightening stop exactly for the open. Reversal is about to come in. NQ on the way down, 80.25. Anybody short on the NQ? I'm just curious about it. All right. Big. Okay, Bill is okay, short. Yes, Michael. Where's my clock? Okay. It's right in here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Interesting. $80.25. Nine o'clock here. Last pullback 34. Should expect something similar to it. Around there. We'll see. And this is turning into the negative side and the threshold of the long-term perspective bearish M15, 120, 112, 190. Yeah, that's bearish indeed. A break below 80.25 could trigger 56.25 on the NQ. These guys are still inside the no trade zone, but we still have some kind of sub levels in here. ES could be 37.50, and the YM level is at the 355, 336. Still inside the no trade zone, but still levels applicable for them to go and test. Gold into the negative ground as well, breaking below or testing, I might say, below the no trade zone or the unbiased tendency range. Here's the NQ testing those swing lows. 400% to 75, 200, most likely bearish. Next level down in Q, 56.25. That's a hefty move. Let's see. 23 pointer. Let's see. CL still negative, slightly pulled back. First, second target hit, we're missing 51, 20, and 12. Most likely the 58.20 by the look of it will be reached today. There he goes NQ. You can see it right here, 500%. This is a commitment of swing of movement. Target is going to be 56.25, and that's going to be a 26 pointer potential objective at this point. I mean 23, really decent one. Already 8 points into it from the break of the bottom of the no trade zone, which is really good. Next level down is going to be a 23 gainer in here. Target hit on the E mini S&P 40, 37, 50, as we mentioned earlier. You can see here, this is precisely what they're looking for. So next level down on the YM should be that 355-ish. Anna, great job, Anna. 6 on NQ. Bill says stopped out plus A plus 2 plus 34 on the runner. Nice rate. Well, yeah, I mean, you are well set, my friend. Okay, we got Fred plus 10 plus 30 on 2 on CL. Great job. Uh, right. Congratulations again. On CL, look for sell setups only. Indices turning into the negative side. They typically take one side until 9:30, and between 9:30 and 10, they do a reverse. So be careful about that. This could say something and then just completely reverse. That's the nature of them. um, All right, guys. So we're still waiting here. I'm not taking any other trades. I'm just trying to accompany you until the remaining uh, 45 minutes or so. You can see here on the CL taking a breather. So hopefully they do kind of a decent pullback. That should be similar to the 30 tick pointer towards the 58.94. That is a retake of the swing low. It was shy of a couple of ticks, probably at 87 by one tick. Still negative, looking for sell setups only. Preferably waiting for a decent pullback. Gold, on the other hand, broke below the 2740, looking negative. M15. So next level down, 2570. And we got a purple level at 2430. Price action structure bearish, and sentiment joining in the negative tendency to the downside. All right, guys. So while this evolve, I'm just waiting for everything to line up. Guys, if you're here yesterday and today, we got a very awesome opportunity and offer for you. We're offering you what we call the backdoor offer. We're gonna slash in $100 out of the first month. We got a special code just for you today. It is called the Oracle code. I like that name, the Oracle code. All you have to do is to buy a Rubik's Cube, solve the Rubik's Cube, record it on a video, and then, no, I'm just kidding. So, here's the link. I guess so. Let me look for it. I'm lost here. Sorry, guys, just the medicine's giving me this really cool feeling. Yeah, man. Ah, there it is. Thank you, Jimmy. So it's trading mission backdoor. The discount is whatever that is, UNI35, whatever. And it's going to give you, let me see if I can do it. Check it out. Just read whatever you feel comfortable here. Join the room. And then I'm guessing you just copy and paste here the code, paste it out of 297 in here, apply, and then we'll take $100 off. And you're gonna get access to the tool every day. And the cool thing is, can be canceled anytime, right? If we don't earn your business or trust, well, no harm done. But as a mean of saying thank you, not only are you going to have access to the tool, I want you to go and consume this training right here: how to create a detailed trading plan and professional level training. 2-hour watch over my shoulder as I dissect a market, identify the profiling of it, and I call the profiling in what I mean is the specific of each market. At what time is good? What are the timing sequencing? How many points it moves? How many ticks it moves? Where is the best opportunity to trade? Once we create the profiling of it, understanding the ins and out of each market, we then go in and construct a detailed trade plan, right? And now you have, on top of that, you're going to have the levels to execute that, identify that plan, right? And now you have the trade oracle. I'm going to keep that name. The trend oracle thing here, which is going to help you understand how far you can hold the trades and whatnot. What do you think about that, guys? Come on. And then it's just, once again, you're getting, for the first month, $100 off, because we just want to gain your trust and business. And I'm giving you this training right there, which I'm pretty sure, and I hope so, by the way, that you sit down and take. I know it's a long training, but it's well worth the time to watch it, because it's exactly. Oh, let me explain. This is exactly what we get paid $1,500. Actually, we got two new clients this week. They paid us $1,500 to create a market profile and a detailed trade plan for 2 specific currencies. Well, I call them currency, but it's for the cryptocurrencies. So they actually say, all right, I need you to create me the profiling, and if you can create a detailed plan for swing trading, we're in. $1,500, one client, 2 markets, we get paid for that. I'm showing you here how to do it on your own, and you can actually charge for it. Don't charge less than $1,500, please. That would be so you can look really professional and stuff. So there it is. Once again, hope that you can take advantage of that, and hope you love the tool so far. It's pretty awesome, isn't it? Your internet, Eva. Way to go on the first trade. Looks like okay. All right. So far, so good, guys. Are you loving this? Yeah, the code, guys. The code is, it's already on the Chatsy box. Let me show you. If you're inside the Chatsy community, it's right in here. Check the post by Jimmy, and there is the code right there. You know what? Screw it. Facebook it and share it with your friends, family. I don't care. Chase the code. Jimmy say, no, what are you doing? I don't care. Screw it. Come on. Just copy and paste this and share it on Facebook. I don't care. This is so funny. I never said that before. Share it, share it. Click like and share it on Facebook, on Twitter. Tweet it. Tweet the crap out of it. I'm going to give away a duck donut. One duck donut for every referral. That's great. I know, Raz. Get off the meds. I'm sorry. It's yeah, I'm a little bit in the happy mode now. My meds are awesome. You can tell. I can tell. Come on, dude, to do the pullback. Stay on them, Tally said. And all right. So anyway, a warm welcome to the new members ahead of time. Is going to be a blast. CL is on the lead. Sell setups only. Sellers stepping in. 931 is here. Let's see if they do the pullback or not. Sven said, I'm in, guys. Looking forward to a month trading with you. Awesome, Sven. Welcome. Yeah. Absolutely, Kevin. It's all about you guys. I love it when people make money with us. That's freaking awesome. Is a trader usually up in all day? Greg, it will be from the month of, we're testing out the month of February. I'm keeping the screens open and active for you guys until 2:30 to 3 o'clock. The crazy market activity started on the indices. You got to give it about 20 minutes. Come on, do the pullback. I don't like it when they don't do pullbacks. Sucks. See ya. ES -2 + 3 -6 total on Bill. Bill says that he's down on ES. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's 9:30, Bill. It's crazy stuff. Said Razvi, welcome. Ooh, spot on. Welcome to Seed Razvi. It's carnival today anyways, Carlos. All right, guys. Welcome to the new members. Come on. You guys are awesome. Got it, Bill. I mean, that's spot on. Managing the tight stuff is even better. It's easier to recover. So great job there. All right, here comes the pullback on the CL. Woo-hoo. Now you can tell that the pullback is starting. Check it out. Here's the secret. How do you know? Look, right in here. Bing, 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 bing. It's telling you, yeah, I'm going into a pullback. We're still short, but I'm going into a pullback. Short, pullback. We're going down, but I'm going to pull back. See how it looks? How you can read it? Sell setups only, but we are on a pullback. Isn't that awesome? And then what you have to do is open up this and look for symmetry. What? Symmetry. Talking about. All right, here's the symmetry. Pullback of 33, 63. I'm going to add this to, that's what, 20? That's a 52. I don't think so. The only one similar to this might be this one. Let's see, this one, 47. Maybe we got support at 94. We got the bottom of the no trade zone, and the last pullback was 33. And perhaps, oh, here's another one, a hidden one. Look, right here. Boop. So now we go in there, going somewhere. There you go. So we're talking about, let's do the average of that. 46. Wait, what am I doing? 46 plus 33 divided by 3, 26. So the pullback should be close to 26. Let's see. Ooh, almost there. 25. And now that should be good enough. And they should potentially either do a bigger pullback or perhaps continue and reach 51 and 58.20. Yeah, that was cool, right? We nailed it almost by one tick. Here we go. All right, you can see 237. Sell setups only. Gold hitting the first target. You can see it right here, all red on the top side of the ledger. Negative ground, 25.70. Next level down, 58.51 CL. Sell setups only. Hold positions. 58.20 coming up next. Coming up, 51, almost there. Target hit 58.50. Next level down is a purple level. Huge amount of orders in there. It works like a magnet. 58.20 next. All right. Give it. Come on, reach the. Sorry. Sell setups only. Strong long-term perspective, bearish outlook. Seller stepping in. Next level down 58.20. We got confirmation on CL at 49 level. Next level down 58.20. Excuse me. All position to the downside. Kevin, the problem is when we have over 300 and 400%, we rarely see a decent pullback. That's a problem. It could happen anyways at any moment, but yeah, it sucks. Let me see how the 15-minute looks. Looks decent. Hovering on the lower end. Come on. 58.20. There you go. Confirming 44. There it is. 42, new low. There we go. Give me the 20. Too many margaritas last night. There you go. YM showing some weakness. NQ has no idea, slightly bearish, but nothing behind it. There's no commitment behind it. CL still on the sell side. Let's see here. All right, guys, just so you know, a couple of questions about the offer. We will not be having another open free day for quite a while, just so you know. And definitely after tonight, we're turning off the opportunity and the code. So if you really liked what you saw today, and quite honestly, jokes aside, if you think there is value of what we can provide and the way that we provide it every single day, beside the lectures, the analysis, the levels, and the new tool will accompany what you already have and enhance your trading tremendously. We're going to be providing this for the rest of February. So it should be really, really good for you to at least give it a shot for 1 month, since we're shaving $100 off it for 1 month. Just give us an honest benefit of the doubt, and just give it a shot. Besides, you're joining a really awesome community of savvy traders here. Really, really powerful traders within us. Okay, so if you're still on the sideline, just go ahead and. Now, Kevin, we're just pretty much testing out the benefit of it for who I have a threshold. If a certain amount of people actually benefit from it, we'll keep it. If it doesn't, then it's not worth it. for the people. For some people, it might be confusing. For other people, it might be extremely beneficial. I just need to know as the month goes along how it's going to work until we actually worked out a way to be able to distribute it without getting, the potential hackers to, the drill, get their hands on it. Yeah. So I'm gonna, yeah. The room is going to be open until 2 o'clock. That's for sure. I mean 2:30 to 3. We're gonna keep it open. All right. Awesome. Yeah. So it's gonna be here for you guys. All right, guys. So sorry, needed to step needed to step out for a moment. My medicines. I'll be right back. Juan is gonna take good care of you for 5 minutes. Juan, you're gonna be able to explain a couple things.
Yep, I'm gonna explain the dashboard.
All right, awesome, guys. Be right back.
Alright, guys, I just want to explain real quick the tool here, the momentum tool. Um, in a summary, what this does is just tell us the momentum on what to focus. We have different time frames on which the tool is calculated. So what we like is M1 and M5 at least 200%, um, that be positive or negative. And the main trend for oil, we like to use the M60. So right now, as you can see, M60 is 359. So that means focus only on short setups. That's how I read it. On NQ, the biggest time frame I use on this tool is M15. As you can see, it's below 150, so that means the NQ is unbiased. I won't be taking any trades on the indices until I see from M1 to M15 on one direction on the tool. Guys, do you have any question regarding to the tool? I can may answer quickly. Our policy, the US, how we will look for the new CO trade once price was left the no trade zone. And Paul, the way we use the no trade zone is we're good to short after the no trade zone. We're good to short until the next target. So if the momentum is bearish and the prices just broke the no trade zone, so that means, for example, this was a breakout. We'll use the, for example, you can use whatever technique you're using, pulling bar technique. I don't know which technique you're using, but for example, let's say you're using the pulling bar technique, and actually the pulling bar came around here, but you can use like this breakout on the close of this bar below it. 96, the stop is will be on the pivot high, and then you're gonna aim for the targets. But the way we use the no trade zone, that means as soon as it breaks the no trade zone, you're good to take the trade in that position on the direction based on the momentum. Kevin, yes, the tool is just tell us like the tool has its own algorithm. So it will just tell us the, I call it like the percentage of the momentum on these different time frames. And Duke, yeah, CO long term I use 60 and NQ 15. Yeah, that's correct. Max, that's the our proprietary algorithm. So actually, the one who knows is how it works is Carlos. I just knows how to read it. Paul, for example, I'm personally still holding since 15903. So since around this area, I'm still holding short on my side. My target was is set to 5820. So on my personal side, I'm still holding short on the oil since 15903. The reason is because M60 is telling me just focus on hold positions on a short setup average. Else, it depends on which strategy you're using. Normally, I like the personally I use the break of the zone, but it depends on which strategy you're using to enter the market. If you're going to be swing trading, day trading, it depends. Guys, as you can see, the NQ, the M1 is over 300, M5 to 46, and M15 168. So this is good for focus on buy setup right now on NQ. Um, as you can see, I will prefer to the break of the no trade zone just to make sure they will reach or they will focus on that side of the market. But momentum wise, we're ready to focus on buy setup on NQ. Long term perspective, the NQ is still on a is bearish and short term is bullish. As you can see on oil, the Carlos market did a blue line just to mark the pullback, our expected pullback. As you can see, the oil did the pullback. Momentum still long term is bearish, so still looking good for the sell setup on oil. Pullback already reached. As you can see, my M1 is losing ground. The expected pullback is already. So I just personally went still holding my target of 58.20, but I just throw my stop to 59, looking a couple of ticks from my entry, no risk. And 58.20 is confirmed. Next target down. I should have calculus to mark the 25 level, 58.25, and extend the zone to 25. Alright, guys, the new confirmed sold 58.25. Down on CL 58.25 and 20. As you can see on Q, as I said, I would personally wait until the break of the no trade zone because that's what the no trade zone is for, and save our bots on the Shopee sideway markets.
All right, guys. So I'm back. So far, still consider only sell setups on CL. There's no seller's intent backing it up yet. So this is pretty much dull. It's kind of the norm, quite honestly. So, but at the end of the time, the levels are still valid up until this point. We have a 25 and 20 being the next one, uh, 58.12, and even 57.34. Who knows? The rest of the market is dull at this point. There's no, you know, no actual commitment behind anything other than potential bullish outlook on the CL. So, but I would not follow it. I don't like it. The balance of it is just not that perfect. All right, so I'm going to mute myself here from now on. You're still welcome to stay here for the remaining of the session until 2:30 or 3. We're going to leave the Trend Oracle available for you. It's been awesome serving you and being part of this morning with you guys. You're being amazing. Hope you enjoyed it, our information, our analysis, our levels, and most importantly, the uh, trend allocation tool that we created. And hopefully you can make a good use of it for the remaining of the session. Now, just make sure to understand from tomorrow on, everything's going to be blocked in. Take advantage of the great offer that we're offering right now, which is a $100 off of the first month, just to make sure that we gain your enthusiasm in taking us for a ride for at least a month. That will be pretty much more than enough to see we're a part of what you need or not. And from there, no hard feelings. You can cancel anytime. All right, guys. So thank you very much once again. Share the love with the loved ones, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Cheers. All right. I'm muting myself, and you stay on as long as you want.
Okay. Bye.